Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Take Your Medicine. It has been way too long. Billy, when can you say hi? When you come say hi? She's been getting way too warm outside. We're going to take her to the groomer on Wednesday. Huh? Are you going to get a haircut? Come closer. Come say hi. There you are. Hello, everybody. My name is Billy, and I'm the best co-host. And Benny is here. Little Mr. Bennett is here to keep us company. So today is episode 80, huh, Billy? Can you believe it? Can you even believe it? I haven't been crossing this off because we've been in my car, and it feels good to be back in this little room, my little recording room. It's also the room where I grow medicine, which I love to do. And here we are. It's been a very busy, fulfilling, beautiful summer. I have absolutely loved my time with my family. We've taken a lot of trips. We have done a lot of fun things, and I am so grateful. And I'm also working more than ever on sessions at the space and loving that. Get some Palo Santo going. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we love Palo Santo. I was in a session on Tuesday with somebody, this wonderful woman. She's a doctor, a surgeon, and she was saying that during her session, when I was using smoke to clear her energy, she's like, it made such a difference. The smoke would clear the tension or dysregulation she was feeling, and she had never experienced smoke energy like that. And multiple times she would just start crying when the smoke would come over her. The smoke is a beautiful way to clear our energy, and I use it pretty much daily, and it is a wonderful, wonderful gift that shamans use often. When I was experiencing ayahuasca, that was my first really powerful experience with feeling how much relief and change the smoke can offer. I was feeling like I could not go any further with the medicine. I was struggling in some points so much with the ayahuasca, just purging and feeling the intensity of it. And then the shaman would come and bring copal smoke or Palo Santo, and it would clear it and lift it. And it was so cool to experience. So thank you, Palo Santo. We'll leave you there, giving the altar some smoke. So my God, I don't have any notes today. I don't even know where to begin. I think I want to begin with telling you about my medicine journey from Wednesday. AJ and I journeyed together at a hotel on Wednesday, and it was the first time since December that he and I had journeyed together. And it was, according to him, the most powerful, intense experience of his life. And it was definitely up there for me as well. We learned so many things from many, many beings, and it was so awesome. Jesus Kate came in first, and as she does, she worked on my body in preparing me to receive the energies of many collectives, many galactic friends, cosmic beings who are holding space for the earth at this time. And she and Thomas taught me so many things, and it was so cool, so cool. And I met extraterrestrial collectives that I had never met before. They had big heads, grayish, bluish colored skin, big eyes, more than two eyes, many eyes. They were very ethereal and light bodied and very compassionate, loving, and more advanced beings than we are. They showed me, as Jesus Kate has many times, that the human beings are in kind of a toddler phase of our ascension, and that we are making messes, but that it is okay, and that there are these very maternal extraterrestrial collectives and beings who are holding space and putting their love into the earth and the human collective during this time. And they channeled through me, and they have very different voices, and they have very different ways of speaking. And so I was speaking in many voices. It was so cool. A lot of the time I was able to observe the entire thing, but I was stepping back. Tobi was stepping back and simply observing these beings teaching me and teaching AJ. And it was profoundly cool. Thomas had a very big lesson for me, and the lesson was open your eyes and smile. And he kept telling me to please just calm down and relax. His energy is so high frequency, such a high vibration, that it is really difficult to relax and receive his energy. And I always want to like close my eyes like that in the light and glory of these beings, because they are so bright and glorious that it almost feels painful to take them in through my eyes. And he kept reminding me, because I kept closing my eyes, and he kept saying, open your eyes. And so they were teaching me that they can give me many downloads of ancient information, ancient technologies through my eyes. And so all of the beings that came through on Wednesday night would tell me, open your eyes, because I just didn't even realize that I was shielding my eyes so much. And Thomas wanted me to smile and relax as I opened my eyes to him, and to open my eyes to Thomas's glory was literally making me purge. So I had the trash can there for for like 30 minutes or something, because I was trying to acclimate to his energy through my eyeballs, and it was literally so high vibration that it was making me purge. And eventually he told me to put the trash can away, that I was okay, and to trust him, and to just be quiet and relax and open my eyes and smile and receive all of these telepathic downloads that he was giving me. He is beautiful beyond any description I could ever even try to create. He is ever changing. He is an ancient and beautiful and strong and bright spirit energy. And the things that he can do are absolutely incredible. And Jesus Kate too. And Jesus Kate and Thomas love to blend their energy together so that I cannot even tell their energy apart. And they create this beautiful alchemy, this spirit being that is them as one. And they will come and work on my body. And it is so cool. It is so cool. So another collective that came that night was the Elephant Collective. I had never met the Elephant Collective, but I have been very connected and drawn to and obsessed with elephants my whole life. And so is my daughter, Anna. And a couple years ago for Christmas, I painted her a painting of a mother and a baby elephant together. And we plan on getting an elephant tattoo together someday. And we are both just very connected to the elephants. And the elephants showed me that I am an elephant and that Anna is an elephant. And they, oh my God, they played these beautiful angelic songs from other worlds. They were singing with their entire souls out of their trunks and even out of their tusks at times. It was so beautiful. These melodies that these beings play are music from other worlds, and it is like the music in itself is a download of information, of ancient knowledge. And these elephants had beautiful adornments, crystals, and I don't know, just like almost like headdresses, but light and beautiful and colorful. They are pure magic, and they showed me many messages about how they protect and care for their young and even keep their young in their womb for, I believe, 2 years. Oh my gosh, to experience the room filled with elephants was so beautiful. And they had a message that they want to help the human collective at this time. Their gentle strength is such a beautiful reminder that we can be strong and boundaried, but gentle and loving at the same time. They put many blessings upon my family and upon my dear friend Iggy's family and upon my brother Adrian, who lives with us. And it was absolutely magnificent. We also had a room full of tigers at one point. The big cat energy is not new to me, but the tiger energy was. I have had the lion energy, the lion collectives come and teach me and show me their beauty and their love. But this time there were tigers, there were many avian-like beings, and many of these galactic beings actually look aquatic in nature. There were some that looked almost like jellyfish with a million of those little, I don't know if they're called tentacles or little squiggly things, and they're these beautiful maternal energies that are putting those energies into the earth. And then something that I absolutely did not know really existed until Wednesday. I have heard on YouTube and TikTok and things, people talk about the Andromedan people. And I never believe anything really unless I experience it for myself. And the Andromedan people arrived in the room and introduced themselves and told me that AJ and I are connected to them. I don't know if they are the people of the Andromedan galaxy or the Andromedan constellation. I think they are from the Andromedan galaxy, but I have a lot to learn. This was my first experience with the Andromedan people. Some of them had big heads with big eyes, very compassionate and loving, gentle beings, but they speak very simply and kind of in a rigid way. And then others of them were not humanoid looking at all, but rather light beings, beings that were constantly shape-shifting, and they were putting ancient knowledge and energy into me through my eyes. And there were these other beings that I had never met. I don't know their names. Many of these collectives do not have names. But these beings were between snake and dragon, and they were slithering through the room. They were so beautiful. And they told me that they are on the sacred temple walls, ancient temples, these snake dragon-like beings are on temple walls and I could never imagine these things. I've never read fantasy books. I've never watched fantasy movies. I was very much against anything that I couldn't understand in this reality. Wizards and fairies and elves and gnomes and dragons and all of those things were completely something that I avoided and wanted nothing to do with in my upbringing. So to have these beings arrive is insane to me and so fucking cool. I feel so honored and so blessed. And I know that all of us have guides and friends and collectives and ancestors and angels that want to connect with us, that are all around us. Thomas shows me that he is here all the time. He flickers the lights. He messes with our speakers. He messes with our phone signal. He sends so many synchronicities. Numbers, the number sevens always appear with Thomas. When we arrived at the hotel to journey on Wednesday, the person right in front of us was wearing a jersey that said Thomas in all caps. And he just sends sign after sign after sign. And he played for us music. It was so crazy to have these beings taking over our speaker, but they did. And it was amazing. We had our normal Johns Hopkins list that I use for all of my clients, and I've used 40 plus times probably now for myself. And that was not the playlist that was playing. Jesus Kate took over the playlist. The elephants took over the playlist. Thomas took over the playlist. Many beings played their songs for us, and these songs permeated our hearts and our souls. We wept as we listened to these melodies from other worlds. It was profoundly beautiful. And Thomas played this song that he has played before when I've journeyed. And it is a song from the heavens that does not exist on this earth, but I can hear it in my head. And it plays in my head and brings back the energy that Thomas brings with this specific beautiful melody. And as he plays this song, he gives these gorgeous, beautiful cosmic hugs to each member of our family. And I'm seeing him in his human form, but with cosmic star energy all around, and him taking turns hugging each person. And in my body as the channel, I feel each of these hugs. It's like every cell of my being is being hugged. And it is so cool. Thomas has many feminine energies and many masculine energies. And he jokes with me and he plays with me and he laughs with me and he makes fun of me in the cutest way. And he's so sweet and so compassionate and so loving. And I kept saying, it's hard, Thomas, it's hard to take his energy in. And he kept reminding me, instead of saying it is hard, say it is easy. And so I would start to say, it is easy, it is easy. And it would ease my nervous system a little bit and allow his energy more into my body. And so since that experience, I have been reminding myself whenever I want to say something is difficult to replace that sentence with it is easy, and it will be. So it was such a beautiful experience. These beings, I don't know exactly, but Jesus Kate's numbers are 555, and I believe that Jesus Kate is in the fifth dimension, although numbers are just labels and this is all just kind of relative to the human experience. We can't comprehend exactly how these dimensions and these layers work. But what I do believe is that we, our higher selves, incarnate into these denser, lower experiences, and we create time, and time is a construct of the mind. And in our minds, we can go forward and backwards in time, but really it's the only place that time exists. And in that progression of time, we can grow in these incarnations. We can grow and learn and progress. And being quantumly entangled with these higher beings and our higher selves, they are growing and learning and progressing as we are having these experiences. And it's all joyful to them. I saw this beautiful video on Instagram about a woman who was 7 months pregnant going on this hike, I believe through Peru. It was like a 10-day journey that she just felt really called to. And she was feeling very tired and out of breath, and the guide and leader had her put her hands on this rock that looked like it was in the shape of a chair. And she said, before I knew it, I was sitting on the rock and I was seeing mandalas and mandalas and mandalas and mandalas. And then she was like in the presence of Pachamama, or our Earth Mother. And she had this beautiful message, just like Jesus, Kate says, that the humans are like toddlers, because she asked Pachamama, aren't you frustrated? Aren't you angry at the humans creating so much devastation and suffering? And she said, it's just like a toddler eating a meal and they're splashing it all over the place and making a big mess. They will grow up and it is all perfect. And this is the same perspective that Jesus, Kate, and Thomas show me about the humans at this time. These beings even put a lot of love over Donald Trump. They showed me Donald Trump and them putting so much energy and love into Donald Trump and saying he's just a lost and wayward little boy. A lost and wayward little boy. He is scared. He is terrified. And he's just a little boy. And so it helped me to realize that to have hatred toward this person is not helping, because what we feed grows and what we starve dies. And so we need to send as much love and light as we can to all of the people who are making the decisions for our country and for this world and for this planet. And it was also imparted to me by the Andromedan people that the governments are aware of these beings. There are many, many galactic beings and galactic collectives, and the governments are very aware. But these power structures will lose their power if we realize our own divinity and our own higher consciousness and our own magic. And so they are keeping that information from us. It's a wild time in this world, and there are many things happening in the skies, and these beings are making themselves more and more known to more and more people. And I am so grateful, so grateful to have these experiences that help ground me, that help make me feel safe and okay during this time in our human evolution, and to give me peace and comfort and strength to keep going in such a crazy world. So I really actually think that that's all I want to share with you today. These experiences are so sacred and so profound, and they change my entire life, and they bring me literal health and vitality and happiness. And so I am so grateful. I want to thank you for being here with me and for listening to me and for opening your heart to me and to my experiences. I truly appreciate it, and I know these beings appreciate it. And I would ask for you, if you want to start connecting, to go inward and to meditate and to quiet yourself and to focus on gratitude and to love yourself, and to ask the little child in you who is still hurting each of us has a little child in us who is struggling and suffering and hurting on some level, because all of us go through really difficult experiences as humans. It's part of our existence. And so to go into the little child within us and to ask that little child, what do you need? How can I help you? How can I love you more fully? How can I help you feel safe and accepted? And as we heal the little child in us, that opens up these lighter, brighter, more clear and pure energies, because these beings have the purity and the energy of little children. They are bright and beautiful and clear and full of love and no judgment whatsoever, no shame whatsoever, just love. So I encourage you, if you are wanting to connect with your higher self and to connect with the spirits that are all around us, to quiet yourself, to love yourself, and to give yourself what you truly need. So with that, I will say namaste and satnam. Satnam means true identity. And this is something that I am really learning more and more, that we as humans lose sight of our true identity as divine beings of light who have incarnated on this earth to have a learning experience, to have a joyful, exciting adventure. And so namaste and satnam to you. I love you, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Take care.